Good morning, everyone. Chris Reynolds here with Gospa Missions. And today is Thursday, the day after Ash Wednesday and the beginning of Lent. And I just wanted to share with you, as I walk and start going through Lent, one of the things I'm going to be working on is fasting. And that was my last video. I talked about that. But also, one of the things, and I'm sharing this to give up, is watching videos or using my phone for non-business stuff and just trying to reduce the amount of screen time that I have. And one of the things I'm going to do is start reading more books. And I read books, but it takes me so long to read them because I get distracted by screens. Now, I know no one else ever gets into this situation, but I figured I'd share this with you, and that's one of the things that I'm going to be working on trying to reduce is the amount of screen time. One of the books I started reading yesterday, well, actually I started reading a while ago and then put it down and I didn't finish, and that's kind of what I do with a lot of books. But I finished it last night, and it's called Answers for Troubled Times by Paul Ruggieri. And he's a local guy here in Pittsburgh, and I tell you, it is amazing that he's a videographer, and he works in the video world, and I think he does some work for PBS and different things. But it's one of these things where he correlates how the media is manipulating us, and we don't even know it most of the time. It made me think, and I stopped and paused and went, and I thought about it, and it's so true. Even in my own life, the movies we watch, the things we end up thinking after we watch them, and we don't even know we're doing it. And we get, how do I put this? We get lazy in our spiritual life. And we're supposed to be living for God each and every day, loving and honoring, serving our God each and every day so that we can spend eternity with him in the next. But not only that, it gives solid foundation to why the Catholic Church's teachings on faith and morals are true. It's truth. Truth is truth. And it has been for over 2,000 years, and it will be until the end of time. But I share this with you because I would highly recommend, if you're looking for something to read this Lent, Paul Ruggieri's Answers for Troubled Times by Paul Ruggieri. We have it on our website. You can go to gospa.org, search Answers for Troubled Times, and you will find it. And I would highly suggest reading it. It is a great read, and it gives you some solid catechesis on the faith. But not only that, it gives you real world examples. So for instance, in there it talked about sin and how sin clouds if we look at a window that's cloudy, you can't see through it. The light can't shine through it. It slowly gets blocked. And that's what sin does to our souls. And in doing so, we don't allow the grace of God to come into our hearts when we have sin on our souls. And you go, they're little sins. Well, little sins end up becoming bigger sins. And that's where the film on a window, I think about the storefront here in Evans City. We get the windows cleaned every month. Why? Because the dirt and soot from the road cloud the window. And the sunlight can't come in and people can't see in. Same thing with our soul. And that really hit me. I was like, wow. And that could be something that we watch or something that we read. So I would recommend, as your Lenten journey goes on, join me in picking up new books and reading them. I'm going to be, reading different books, and I'll share them with you as I do. But it's one of these things where we need to be praying, we need to be fasting, but we also need to be educating ourselves and filling ourselves with good, holy books and movies, if we're going to watch movies, and turn away from things that turn us away from God. May God bless you in your Lenten journey. Please keep us in your prayers. And if you have any tithe, if you have any donations that you could make this Lent, we really could use it. And I ask you to please go to our website, gospa.org, hit the donate button, and $5, $10, $20, anything helps. If you can do a lot more, great. We have a lot of big plans for this year, and I want you to join us. God bless you, and have a great week.